Welcome to Soul Led Creative Women, a podcast for women passionate about personal growth, seeking bold, brave tools to navigate life's ups and downs. So, today's episode is all about setting powerful, heart centered intentions. This is a really important episode about claiming back your power and choosing a path of healing, empowerment, and really learning to cultivate a life filled with more of what you want and less focus on what's keeping you feeling stuck, old pains, and reliving limiting patterns. Have you ever felt like life was happening to you instead of for you? I know that feeling pretty deeply. When my life was falling apart, my marriage ending, my business career no longer fulfilling me, I resisted every whisper from my soul. I really struggled to listen. I was really stuck in a constant loop of trying to fix everything and heal everything rather than focusing on what it was that I really wanted. I felt a bit untethered and directionless, like I was living on autopilot, living someone else's life. Until I started to pause and ask, what if I get to choose? That maybe these things are happening to me because they're no longer for me. And maybe I get to choose how I want to feel and what I want my life to look like moving forward. This was an experience, I guess, really with the power of intention, and obviously this is with hindsight and from a place of wisdom that I've gained on my journey. We don't necessarily know these things as they're happening most of the time unless it's pointed out to us. All I know is that I started to focus on the future instead of the past. And I started to focus on what was in my heart and what it was that I wanted to create in my life. I realized that maybe this inner desire that I think we all carry for more peace, more love, more meaning, and more purpose was possible and actually patiently waiting for me to just claim it. Or maybe to intentionally create it. Not necessarily intention one day, result the next day, boom, magic, but more with an intention to create slowly and surely over time with, an unwavering commitment to always choosing peace, love, and to make decisions with real intention in line with what really matters, my core values. And all of this with the intention that, my life might start to take on real depth and meaning. And so that I might find, my calling and my highest purpose. And now on reflection and through my years of healing and training and moving towards my own soul's North Star, I know that this is the power of intention taking seed within my busy brain as I, allowed my higher wisdom to lead the way. So heart-centered intentions are much more than goals. They're declarations of how you want to feel and who you want to be. And unlike goals, which are really outcome focused, intangible and quite specific, intentions are more about aligning your heart, mind, and your actions, with your soul's desires. And this alignment bridges the law of intention and the law of action. Intention without action is a dream, and action without intention lacks direction and real purpose and meaning. And together, when we combine the law of intention and the law of action together, that's where we can create real magic in our lives. Hey, Sam here. If you're loving this episode, I have a favor to ask you. Can you please find one person that you think might also love this episode and then share it with them from whichever platform you're listening through? I'm just trying to grow this podcast one person at a time. And this small and seemingly insignificant gesture will help me reach more people. Thank you. And let's get back to the episode. So before we go about setting intentions, it's kind of like, well, where do we start? And I think the simplest way to explain it is, it can be really helpful to think about what's really important to you and come up with some core values that can really act as your compass. I mean, as you go along your journey, your values may shift and change slightly over time as you get clearer on who you really are and what it is you really want. And as you get into deeper and deeper conversations with your soul. So getting clear on your values will really help you to shape intentions that feel really true to you. So in terms of uncovering those core values, you can journal on important moments in your life, as a reflection tool, and think about times that you felt truly alive and that you felt really fulfilled. What values were present then? What was happening? And what feelings, emotions, and energy was surrounding you in that moment. You can also list what matters to you, brainstorm what makes life meaningful for you. What are the things that really make you tick? And that really should be non-negotiables in your life that really fill you up and help you to thrive. And as you're working through this list, you can really narrow it down because some of them might overlap a bit. So we're aiming to narrow it down to about 7 core values. Ultimately, every thought and emotion carries an energetic frequency. So when you set a heart-centered intention aligned with your values, you shift your vibration and activate the law of attraction. Like attracts like. And your thoughts, your words and actions, they magnetize experiences that resonate with that frequency. And your thoughts and feelings, they create kind of like a magnetic field. Positive aligned energy attracts opportunities, while self-doubt and fear can create blocks and keep you feeling stuck. The key really is consistency, aligning your thoughts, your words and your actions with your desires daily by practicing gratitude. Visualize, with emotion. So imagine your desires as if they're already happening. Really feel it in your body and celebrate, every small synchronicity that aligns with your intention. The universe responds not just to your requests, but to your embodied belief that what you are seeking is already on the way. So in terms of some creative and spiritual tools to help you set and embody your intentions, try creating a sacred ritual. You could set up your own ritual with a candle. You can meditate and journal from the heart and really shape those intentions on a regular basis. Shape what you desire, shape how you want to feel and what you want your life to look like. You can use embodied affirmations, come up with some affirmations, either sourced or of your own, that really help your intentions have some conviction behind them. So, I am worthy of joy, creativity, abundance, whatever it is that you're seeking more of in your life. You can craft a vision board, get some creative and, either draw, paint, collage, or do a digital vision board, by visualizing your intentions through this kind of imagery that evokes feeling for you. And the creative process will help you expand on that vision as you go. It'll, curiosity feeds curiosity. So you'll end up with more than you started with for sure if you do a vision board. And trust the timing. You've got to let go of the how a little bit and trust in the divine timing. And just know that by setting these intentions, you are in the most powerful place to manifest whatever it is that you truly desire. And remember, intentions really do come alive through aligned action. Don't leave them, your intention sitting as a dream. Follow through with empowered, aligned action to create what you truly desire. When, your life is feeling chaotic, revisiting your intentions and revisiting that forward, future-focused position can really help you shift your focus from pain and feeling really stuck, like you got to fix stuff and you got to heal stuff, to possibility and to expansion and transformation. So it's a really powerful tool to revisit, if you do find yourself getting a little bit stuck or lost on your journey. And this way your intentions can really remind you that you're a creator, you're not a victim. And every day you can choose to live in alignment, to make choices that are aligned with your core values. Self-expression, you can choose to express yourself as authentically as possible, and choose courage over fear. And over time, your life will transform, bit by bit, slowly but surely. So if you feel a bit lost or unsure at the moment, return to your heart. Just set one powerful intention that feels like a promise to your soul. Take one small aligned action. And, you don't need to know the whole path. You just have to trust the next step and see what happens. The universe listens to the language of your heart. What will you declare today? Hey, Sam here. Thanks so much for listening to the end. If you'd like to keep the conversation going, I would absolutely love to hear from you. Join my free soul-led creative community and gain access to free guides and resources, plus exclusive events and workshops, all from within the members area. This is your chance to connect with me and other like-minded souls. Please head to samhorton.co/community. Take care.